ASAD MALIK here from Behind the Gloves in Sheffield, joined by Sheffield's very own former cruiserweight champion Johnny Nelson.
How you doing, Asa?
Not bad yourself, Johnny, you well?
Good, man, I'm good. It's my own doorstep, so it's making life easier.
Yeah, most definitely. Johnny, we're here for Kell Brook. This time round, a new Kell Brook. He's saying he's reborn. You've obviously seen him throughout his career. Do you see any difference in the previous Kell Brook?
It's not. It's about attitude, it's about body language. I think even when you see him at this point now, usually he's a bit stale, he looks like he does look like a newborn fighter, and a happy fighter is a dangerous fighter. I've been watching all this stuff that he's doing in training camp, and I thought he's fallen back in love with boxing. And my old trainer Brendan Ingle always said to me, it's got to be your lifestyle, it's got to be part of your day, it's got to be part of your 24 hours, like walking, talking, drinking water. And I think that's what it looks like for Kell. It looks like he's in love with it again, and that's what he needed. There's no love lost between him and Dominic. It just didn't work what he wanted to do. He wanted to spend 3 months, away in training camp, but Dominic said, "Look, I've got a gym to run. I've got a family. I can't do that." So that's totally understandable. But yeah, he looks brilliant. He looks really, really good.
Johnny, being a fighter, former fighter yourself, Kell Brook really emphasised today on the word that I'm happy. A happy fighter is a dangerous one. Yeah, makes all the difference. So, away from Dominic Ingle, do you think anything, being a fighter yourself, do you think he's happy about learning anything new, or is it all the mental aspect?
No, it's just, I think it's conditions. The conditions where he was, because he and Dominic got on really well. But conditions-wise, like when you go on holiday, you're in the sun, you feel happy, you think, oh, I'm alright. Kell needed that, and that makes all the difference in your mindset, how you look at things, life-wise and everything. Kell needed it, and so that has made, to me, was the key.
Johnny, you can't go mentioning Kell Brook's name without Amir Khan's name. There was a great narrative set up for the fight last time Kell Brook was out in March. Obviously Amir Khan had a couple of fights this year, which he won. They were on collision course, everything was going so well, and it seems to be almost a spanner in the works again. Terence Crawford.
It ain't no spanner, it's no spanner. But what it is, as far as I'm concerned, Amir Khan never wanted this fight. I'm a fan of Amir Khan. I always say it before I say this, because these fans think I'm a hater. I ain't. I'm a fan of this Amir Khan. He's a good fighter. I actually think he's got a good chance of beating Kell. Never mind saying, but what I'm saying is his excuses are like a footballer rolling on the floor when he just stroked his hair. It's like, it's a joke. It's embarrassing. Even his fans now are saying, look, it's getting to a point now where we can't defend what you're dealing with here. Every fight's got a bogey, man. I just think Kell is Amir's bogey man. I can remember when Amir was training with Virgil Hunter, and that's how Virgil Hunter in Los Angeles said it's never going to happen. And that was when Virgil was his trainer, his charge. He said it ain't going to happen. And he just feels as though, as far as I'm concerned, he feels as though Kell has got his number. There's only so many ways you can say no, I don't want this fight, without actually saying the words. And Amir's done them all, apart from saying no, I don't want the fight. If he's just said that, let it go. But when you're feeding Kell, the public, with excuse after excuse, it gets a bit weak. I don't think he cares. I don't think he cares about public opinion. As far as he's concerned, it's not happening. He'll say whatever you want to hear. 3 years ago this has been going on. 4 years has been going on. He'll say what we want to hear. So I always say when people ask me about that fight, don't get getting excited about it. Amir Khan won that fight. And it's sad, but we've got to accept it ain't happening.
Amir Khan made it quite clear that throughout his career he did chase Floyd Mayweather fight, Manny Pacquiao fight. They obviously didn't materialise. With Kell Brook, Amir Khan has been trying to materialise for a long time now, and Kell Brook has been chasing Khan, as you said there, for a long time. Do you think now, tail end of his career, do you think he should just focus on himself, getting the other big names? Yeah, Kell Brook.
I said to Kell, I said to his father, forget Amir Khan. Take your eye off that dream. Step up to light middleweight. Get a title at light middleweight. Forget him. It ain't going to happen. Don't make him be your motivational point. Let it go. And that's what he has to do. That's what he needs to get in his head. I think the penny's finally dropping now. And as I said, there's only so many ways you can say no, I don't want to fight, and that's it.
Johnny, also other names at 154, one of them being Jarrett Hurd, that was on the Tyson Fury and Wilder undercard on Saturday night. What did you make of his performance, and if you were in Eddie's shoes, would you be looking for Kell Brook face Jarrett Hurd?
That's the first thing I thought straight away. I thought, Kell, every day of the week, I thought, you don't want that. Kell, you'd win that. You did. I know Hurd, he took his time here, he rough rolled it through until he got the win, but I think Kell would have his number. I think it's about, I was always surprised Kell made 147 anyway. I've seen him in the gym, and you know, at the bigger weight, and he's got the strength, he's got everything that's asked of him. I think it's about the confidence to do that on a regular level, and I think once Kell has a taste of it, then I think, you know what, I'm 154, I can do this.
Moving on from this fight, Johnny, and to a fight that was on Saturday. Obviously that's the first time I've seen you since that fight. What did you make of the heavyweight showdown between Wilder and Fury on Saturday?
I was disappointed because, again, our sport shot itself in the foot. Individuals benefit from our sport, and that's why these things happen. And the judge that judged it 150, 111, to me, how they should be dealt with, because it's happened in the past, it'll happen again, it'll happen in the future. It's big news at the moment. We'll forget about it in 2 weeks' time. We'll even forget the judge's name. He could be in this room now, you don't know what he looks like. What they should do is sit him down, like you're interviewing me now, make him explain round after round, make him explain, make him know there's a face to that decision. So when he does that, then it'll deter other people that have the biased eyesight or whatever it is, deter them from making a hash of the job and make sure they do the job right. He's got anonymity. You know, the governing body will take care of him and say, look, we'll deal with the press, and we'll tell them that we're going to have a strong word with you. If you put these people under pressure, and it's not as though you're vilifying people. If you put them under pressure and say, right, you've got to make sure you do your job right, because you're going to have to justify it publicly, then it'll write this out. Unfortunately, it's happened before, it'll happen again and again and again and again. And it killed our sport. I was watching it in a casino with a load of fight fans. I was a fan. It was great. And the guy came up and said, great fight, but I'll never watch boxing again. I said, why? He said, it's fixed. I couldn't even argue. I couldn't argue and say, nah, it's fixed. Boxing's the only game you can't play boxing. But when he said that, I was gutted. I thought, I can't defend that because that stinks. It stinks what I saw, and I saw what everybody else saw. The fight itself, I thought Tyson Fury showed the sweet art of boxing. Before the fight, I was asked if Tyson Fury could win the fight, and I said, if Tyson Fury was with his old team, yeah, because I knew the team that he was with. I knew I didn't know how to motivate him, train him, and everything, yes. With the team he's with now, I don't know them, so I can't vouch for him. In watching the fight, I commend Ben Davison of his calm, his demeanour in the corner. Each time I heard what he was saying in the corner, I thought, you know what? Now I see it. All right, I see it now. Now I see it. And I couldn't put my house on it because I didn't know him. I didn't know what he was capable of doing. When I saw it, I thought, yes, well done. Deontay Wilder showed he's more brawn than boxing technician. I don't think he'll ever be able to change that, not at this stage. I think there must be a rematch, and if Deontay Wilder opts to do something else, he's in fear of making himself look like the person he's calling Anthony Joshua. And I don't think Deontay Wilder's that kind of guy. I think he's the kind of guy that he's a man of his word. He needs to right this wrong, if he can right this wrong, before he moves on. And that's what he needs to do, because one, it affects, I personally think it affects the value of his stock against fighting Joshua. It affects how much he can command, doesn't it? You know what? Nah, we don't need you, man. You know, you've got your own problems to deal with. I think the hardest fight out of the two of them is Tyson Fury. It's a sweet science, hit and not be hit. Tyson Fury box, he uses jab, he uses right hand, he uses left to right movement, back and forth movement. He made Wilder look like the Eastern European that was just trying to bomb him out. And at no point there was any consistency with Wilder's jab, his 1-2, his basics. It was just a power shot. But you've got to give Wilder credit, because at 15 stone 1, he knocked down a man over 3 stone heavier than him, knocked him down. So it shows this man's got some amazing power.
And also Fury for getting up from that shot in the 12th.
Fury showed, I think the fight emulated Fury's life. And you look at his life over the last 3 or 4 or 5 years, whatever, the fight was like that. It was up and down, he was high, he was low. He hit the ground, he's come back again. You know, and that fight told his story.
If you were now Anthony Joshua watching that fight, Fury Wilder, as a fan first of all, what would you like to see, the rematch, or would you like to see one of them face?
I would like to see the rematch before anything else.
Immediately?
Immediately. Just tidy it up. I suppose in disarray as it is with all the belts, and it's confusing the casuals. Tidy that up, because people that saw that fight will think our sport stinks. They need to tidy that up. Deontay Wilder is the WBC champion. What is it? You've got to tidy it up.
Well, Johnny Nelson, thank you very much for your time. I appreciate it as always. ASAD MALIK from Behind the Glove.
Hey Fight fans, it's Michelle Joy Phelps. If you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you go ahead and do so by clicking this icon right here and hit the bell button so you can get notified every time we upload a new video. And we also have a free app available on iTunes and Google Play, so make sure you go and download that. Bye Fight fans.